Hi and welcome to Data Garden. Thanks for checking out our video. I hope you're doing very well. Today we are back with RStudio and GGPlots, and in particular we want to look at the ggthemes extension, which makes it very easy to sort of shine up your themes with just one line of command. So let's get right into it and start a new R script, which is File, New, R script. And let's load up all the packages that we need, which would be dplyr, ggplot2, and ggthemes. So that would be library dplyr. I press Command and Enter. You can also press Run or Control and Enter if you're on Windows, of course. The next one would be library ggplot2 and library ggthemes. Now, of course, if any of these packages is missing for you, you first need to install it. I'm going to copy this package name here, and then it would be like install.packages, and in quotation mark put in the name of the package that you need to install. If you have any problems installing, I suggest that you type comma type equals binary, which should always be able to run even if you cannot compile packages, which is a problem on some computers. So once all the packages are loaded, let's get ourselves some data to work on. So that would be data, opening bracket, and I was thinking that we could work with the diamonds dataset today, which is included in ggplot2. So that would be data and in quotation mark diamonds. Press Command Run, and let's have a look at the dataset with view diamonds. Diamonds, yes. And we see it's a pretty big data set with almost 54,000 entries and 10 columns, which give us some attributes of diamonds, such as the cut, the color, and the price that the given diamond has fetched. Okay, so what I was thinking is that we could do a bar chart today, which shows the frequency of the cut of the diamond. So that would be, let's use the dplyr syntax here today. So that would be diamonds, and then the pipe operator with % greater %, ggplot, just ggplot opening bracket, and we don't have to supply the data because that's what the pipe does, but we do have to supply a mapping, and that would be AES opening bracket, and X would be the cut, and we don't need to supply Y for the bar chart, but maybe we want to colorize the plot a bit, so let's also supply a fill, and that would be also cut, so that every bar of the bar chart has a different color later on. And then afterwards we type a plus, and now we still have to specify what type of chart we want to make. So that would be a geom underscore bar, opening bracket, closing bracket. And that should be it for a simple plot. So let's see how it comes out. Yes, there we go. And it doesn't even look that bad, I think. I think it is a bit old-fashioned here with all the gray in the background, and also the colors here, I don't know, they look a little bit random to me. So let's see with the next two steps if we can still do something about that. So let's copy and paste these 3 lines of code. And the first thing that we want to change is the theme. So let's press plus. And now this is where it gets quite good in my opinion, because we simply have to type theme underscore, and now we see all the different themes that we have to choose from, and we see here on the right, you see always from which package these themes come, and the ggthemes package, really it adds a lot of different possibilities here. So we see that there's, for example, one that is called Stata, which gives us a look similar to the Stata application. One that is called Tufte, which or Tuft, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, which is like sort of an old type of look. There's also a gdocs, which looks similar to Google Docs. But I want to start with the theme_view, opening bracket, closing bracket, and that is it. Press Command and run. And there we see that it's a lot brighter. There's no gray in the background anymore. And it has this nice border around, which in my opinion makes the scene look much tidier than before. And I think this is already much better suited for a modern publication. But in the next step, let's try if we can do something about the color of the bars, because they sort of look a bit random to me. So let's start by typing another plus. And typically, if you want to change something about the color, you would start with the scale command. And there are basically two ways, which would be scale color, but that is only for the border of a bar chart. What we need is scale fill, because we have also specified the fill earlier on in our mapping. So that would be scale fill. And we have a couple of different options here. We also have different filling options from ggthemes, for example, scale fill Excel, which, as it writes in the description, the classic ugly color scales from Excel 97, and scale fill Excel new, which are the default new Office colors. I don't want to use any of these today. I have found that some of them unfortunately have the problem that the number of colors that you can use are limited. So I will use the scale fill brewer from ggplot2 today. And we can leave it just like that. We don't have to specify anything. Press Command and Enter. And now we see that we have all different shades of blue here, which looks again a bit more modern than before. Now I think this chart is already quite publication ready. Now, if you happen to be not a fan of blue, you can also put a different color palette in. So that would be with the palette equal, and then you have to supply a number. Blue is number 1. And for example, let's try number 4, which is a mix of like green and blues. Or you can also try number, I think 8 is, which gives us shades of red. So, but I will go back to number 4, which I think is nice and modern. So you see, with just these 2 additional lines of code, we have tidied up our plot quite a bit. And I think that is sort of a result that we can work with. Now, for the finishing of this tutorial, I want to show you one more theme from ggthemes. And that would be, I will copy and paste first. And that would be the theme underscore. I will just replace this view here with WSJ, which is theme like similar to the Wall Street Journal. That's what the description says. I haven't verified actually. And I will tell you before I run this command now that I will actually get an error, and that seems to be something specific to the Mac. If you're running on Windows, you shouldn't be getting it. But I will run it, and as we see here, it says like polygon edge not found. To be quite frank with you, I don't quite understand what the error is, like what it means. But I've looked at the help of this particular theme, and what I found is that the base family for the font is set to Sans, which seems to me like that is a problem that it's not installed on my system. So I can just type here in the brackets, base family equals, and I'm going to put in Arial, which I guess is installed on just about any system, and press run again. And now we see that works as well. And here we have once again completely changed the look of the plot. We now have like this orange-ish color in the background, and we have these dotted lines here. Yeah, again, it's a much different look, and it goes super easily. Now in this case, I would suggest that maybe we go with the color palette 6, which is like shades of gray, because the chart is already colorful, and maybe it makes sense then to have the bars less colorful. On the other hand, the tones of red that we had earlier today, they might also work here. So as you can see, like if we type here theme underscore again, there are still so many options that we haven't gone through yet. So I hope that this tutorial gave you some inspiration to also try out the different themes that are there. I'm sure you will find something that is according to your taste, and it goes super easily. Like just a couple of clicks and you can completely change the look of your design. I like using it a lot for my own work, for like the charts that I do for presentations. And yeah, I hope that you will like it as much as I do. If you do, then please give this video a thumbs up. It is much appreciated. And if you want to see more RStudio content, then consider subscribing to the channel, because I have more videos coming up very soon. And finally, if you have any questions about this video, then leave them down below in the comments and I will make sure to come back to you. Thanks for watching. Have a great time. Bye bye.